A Papillion downtown icon, the Scouts Cabin experienced major renovation the past year. Troop 60 led the drive to make it happen for the 100-year-old cabin.
Troop 60, thank you. Thank you so very much. It is really an honor and a privilege for our district to have a landmark like this in our area. Not only does this serve 60 well, but it has served other troops well throughout the years when 60 has opened the door and said absolutely. 463, Troop 359, if you want to store some stuff here for a short time or partner with us on different activities, yes, please. And that is the spirit of scouting. We try to show that we do work together, that we reach out to help another person, whether it's in a scouting event or if it is in a community event. That's why you see so many of our young men and now our young ladies working during events such as Papillion Days, making our communities better and stronger. I would be remiss if I didn't also mention that we also have Troop 461 and 488 that are right here in the Papillion community. 60, you have definitely led the way. You have shown so many people that scouting is amazing. You continue to be one of the strongest troops going in our district, and we are truly blessed and fortunate that you are here. So thank you. Thank you for doing this restoration project, and I hope that you and many more continue to be on the path that scouting has set us of being the leader in creating moral and ethical leaders for tomorrow.
Troop 60 has been an anchor in scouting, not only here in the Papillion area, but in the Mid-America Council for 100+ years. So many great volunteers come through this particular troop, and we get great Eagle Scouts that come through this troop and then come back to serve as volunteers. And we also have a board member that is an Eagle Scout.
Our post have sponsored Troop 60 since I think it was 1982, so just about 40 years now. A couple of people I'd like to mention is Vern Shad. He's I think he's here today. Vern, raise your hand. He's our liaison between the American Legion and Troop 60. And of course, Joshua Lively. Both fellow veterans and legionnaires, so we're happy to have them as members of our post. But most importantly, I'd like to thank Troop 60 and all their hard work that they've done on the cabin. So thank you, Troop 60.
It was not just a Boy Scout effort, it was a community effort as a whole. The chimney and the foundation came from area rock and stone. The logs came from local farmers and area community members who helped cut down the trees. And the Boy Scouts built the log cabin under the direction of their scoutmaster. It took a community to build this, and it took a community to maintain it. It was quoted at the time as being a work of art, and much credit is due to the men who not only planned it, but who by brain and brawn pushed through. And so here we are, 100 years later, from it being constructed in 1921, to celebrate this historical icon in the community. And as a historian, I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see the historical marker here, and so that not just the historians who are far off doing their own thing, but community members know that this place really matters to the community.
When I was 9 years old and my family first moved here, and I don't think it was an accident on my father's part, but we decided to enter Papillion from the south, and we drove up this street, and I saw the scout cabin for the first time. My father made sure to point it out to me, and it immediately captured my imagination. The entire town did. It has a very Norman Rockwell-esque character to it. But the scout cabin was something that, it was the one thing that really caught my attention overall. And it was funny. I went into Cub Scouts. Didn't really enjoy Cub Scouts as much. But when I crossed over into Boy Scouts, I only visited one troop, and it was Troop 60. And it was a troop that became very much home for me. I don't get emotional a lot, but I do get emotional about this troop. So, pardon me for a second. But when I look at this troop and when I look at what it has produced, it's very humbling, first of all, to be standing up here representing all the Eagle Scouts who've come out of this troop. Because when you look at the Eagle Scouts. We have had so many Eagle Scouts, so many Scouts in general who've come out of this troop. They've entered into various professions, the medical profession. They've entered into the military. They started businesses. They're entrepreneurs. We have such a great record of success when it comes to the Eagle Scouts in this troop.
The cabin also received its own state historical marker just over a year ago. Thanks for watching. For Papillion Now, I'm Tori Pantalian.